podcast. Week 3.
Week 3.
It's going well.
It is.
And why is it going well today, Liam?
Because today is a very special day, Luke.
Today's a special day, and why is that?
Because as we were on our way to record this podcast, you know, just be hitting the gym, hitting the irons, speaking of
Yeah.
iron.
Iron within, iron without.
A brand new model reveal. So the thing that was teased, that we all thought would be multiple different things. It definitely wasn't going to be Peter Robert, but we did not expect a brand new named Warsmith. Warsmith, sorry.
And he looks cool.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah,
And it literally, all those teaser images are compiled into this one model, and he looks fantastic.
Amazing. What's his name?
His name is Kravek Morne.
Kravek Morne.
And he sounds brilliant.
He does.
He looks brilliant, and I cannot wait to see this
sensational.
model in my army.
And you guys have been needing a named character in the Iron Warriors. Obviously, you've got Peter Robert, but he's not back yet. Or is he?
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, depending on the article.
Yeah, the article, by the way, gives us quite a fair bit of information that, to my knowledge, we didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So, going through it here, the first thing that I noticed is that it mentions the Demon Primarch's trust regarding Peter Robert.
Demon Primarch?
Demon Primarch.
Demon
I don't
Primarch?
think GW referred to Peter Robert in the recent lore as a Demon Primarch.
No, I don't
I
think
could be wrong,
I don't
but that's
think-
the first I've seen
They
it.
haven't referred to him in lore much at all, apart from saying that he was working with Vashtor a bit,
Indeed.
and that he was on some Forge world in the Eye of Terror, like his own
Demon
world.
Primarchs are only really referred to, you know, the cult factions like Angron, Fulgrim. First time we've had the mention of Demon Primarch.
Yeah, so
So he is.
yeah, and
Confirmation.
and now there's no reason why a model can't be coming soon.
Exactly.
And with the Iron Warriors taking a massive centerpiece role in the Eye of Terror storyline that'll be coming up, could we see the return of Peter Robert?
Just blast them forth. That would be incredible. Alongside this model, we do get an upgrade kit. And it looks great. A bit on the lesser side compared to some of the other upgrade
It's all right.
kits that we've got.
I mean, it looks
don't
great.
really need much for the, I mean, it's...
It looks great on the pictures, but I do think that's because it's got really well painted hazard stripes. But you kind of got to imagine this kit without the hazard stripes, because you got to do that yourself.
Yeah, it does say you'll need to paint the hazard stripes yourself, but they're actually great fun to do.
And what did you say before about one of the heads? Who does it look like?
Yeah, so one of the heads that we've got up here is literally MODOK from Marvel. I would love to see some fan art on Reddit or something like that of just someone drawing tiny little arms and baby legs.
Make it?
I think I might have to. But no, these heads look fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, they look great. And do you know what they look great on, Luke? The new Red Corsairs model, which is exactly what I'm going to do for my Chosen.
Make some beautiful Chosen models.
Just imagine him on that, the new Reaver Captain.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Yeah.
So I'm referring
to
that Greek Centurion style head piece
Yeah.
on top of the head. We get 2 of those in this kit, along with the Iron Warriors pauldrons.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
And they look like they are actually printed on. Like
They're
the skulls are
definitely-
printed.
the skulls are printed onto the models. We get the plain pauldrons for the hazard stripes, a power fist, and a thunder hammer. We all love a good thunder hammer. And speaking of thunder hammer, well, he does get the new character does get his own. And apparently, in according to the lore, it says here that it's a bit more special than your regular thunder hammer.
It could be. I could see it with more strength, possibly.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
strength 10.
you'd think. You were saying before you think he looks like he's on a 50, and you could be right, but I'm not too sure. Because he
looks big.
He's a cataphracti, for those who haven't
big.
seen it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have, but he has a cataphracti Terminator, which I'm all for. Cataphractis tend to be on 40mm bases, but even I have in front of me right now
I got
one of the new
cataphracti
cataphracti models from the Siege Assault Box, and they, with their new stature, fit almost perfectly onto the base, and that base the base that the new character is on has a bit more space, so it could be a 50mm. But
Which would be nice. Well, the Warsmith do generally come on those weird big oval bases for no reason.
So they're Warpsmiths.
Yeah, but this guy isn't named Warsmith. He's just saying
This is a Warsmith.
a Warsmith.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was a Warpsmith.
No.
Oh,
A Warsmith is an Iron Warriors captain, essentially. It's
I see.
A Navy captain. So Warpsmith is like a tech marine.
Okay.
A Warsmith is a leader.
I mean, it'll be the same thing, sort of thing. Like rules.
He's got the tendrils. He's got the little added bits and pieces here.
His head's amazing.
It looks like a las cutter. His head is fantastic.
Yeah,
if you actually zoom in, you can see the skin under the because one eye is bionic, and you can kind of see like under his eye, like his eye bags.
He's given that Sith from the Old Republic.
He is actually, he is.
What's that guy called? Darth
Malgus.
Malgus. Yeah, he's given a bit Malgus.
I mean, but look, it was such a beautiful model. I mean, the power fist with what I can imagine is some kind of master-crafted combi bolter. Oh, yeah. What a model. I'm happy with this reveal, I'll be honest.
What would you recommend the rules going to be? Because the equivalent model I can think of that looks the most like this in the whole range of like Warhammer is Ironfather Ferios, which is the Iron Hands Chapter Master, or Head Tech Marine.
He's a name character.
He's one of them guys, yeah. And he's like a named Tech Marine, and this is a named Warsmith, blah blah blah.
Kind of, yeah.
So I could see maybe the rules transitioning over a little bit
similar.
there.
I can see this guy being a bit more offensive, maybe.
Because Ferios gives a 5 feel no pain.
He gives a 5 feel no pain,
which obviously really good into a unit of 10.
And that is the only unique thing about him, though. Really, his other 2 abilities are just standard.
He gives flat 3 healing on vehicles rather than D3, as well. Yeah. Correct, so this guy I could possibly see very similar, same rules. Gives flat 3 healing +1 to hit, like most Tech Marines, Warsmiths do.
I just love to see some kind of, because I know we've got the detachment, the Fellhammer Siege Host one. That is the -1 to wound in range. I'd love to see him kind of give it to melee as well. It's having a general aura of -1 to hit.
It might be a little
bit. It means
bit
you can bring him, and you don't necessarily have to run that one
the
specific
detachment. Yeah, I can see that being a bit of a nombo, because obviously you do get the thing in from ranged attacks. You get the -1 to wound if strength, height, and toughness. Yeah. It can make his rule a bit worse. I could see it. He could do the same. He could give a feel no pain. That could be really good.
I'd like to see a feel no pain. That makes sense. But yeah, I mean, like I said, he is part of the Chaos Space Marine and Codex. You could run him in any detachments. Just put him in Renegade Raiders. Why not? Because you never know, he could be good. Soulforge Warpack, would love to see this guy.
Yeah, like a named Tech Marine-ish character. 100%. Helping those vehicles, giving them +1 to hit.
I see a bit of a boost for that detachment as well.
Yeah,
I love that detachment.
100%. So yeah,
what a reveal.
So we're doing the out of 10.
Oh, but quickly, just before the final words of the article, it says, so what could this terrible campaign into Imperial space entail? We'll reveal more when we know, but rest assured, it's a biggie. More to come soon. Iron within, iron without.
Wow.
There is more.
Yeah.
Perturabo hype?
Maybe. I could see it being the Defiler.
Defiler's got to be
there. Yeah, I could see it being a new Defiler coming out. Maybe like what were they called? The Mutilators?
Mutilators, the melee Mutilators. But it could also be a hint towards maybe a potential Codex reveal just before the because they did it for World Eaters the end of 9th. You never know. And
I would love to see these guys get like maybe a unit that's exclusively theirs. Like you quite like the Breacher Marines from Horus Heresy.
Just finishing off the new Breachers to use as either Legionaries or Chosen in 40k.
Maybe like a trans,
like that.
like a unit, maybe like a Terminator squad. Terminator squad with shields or something.
Honestly, I think I'd rather just have just Breacher Legionaries as a squad in 40k. Because in almost all depictions of Iron Warriors that we see in lore and artwork,
they love the damn shields.
The animations, they've got those siege shields and they look fantastic and they fit. But we'll take this for now. I did not expect this on a Monday. This is fantastic.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, but this wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, we were so. Today we're going to do a topic because there's barely any news come out, and the only news we had to report was that one of the kill teams had got on sale. Woo! Yeah, amazing, cool. Wait, here's the news of that: the kill team's got on sale. The Sororitas and Raptor one. Nice.
Now you know.
It went on sale on Saturday, but we were actually going to go from that and then go on to our topic, which we'll discuss in a sec. But then on the way, literally to where we were going to record, I
had a little hissy girly fit in the car.
You opened the Instagram and went, ah! Saw it on the reveal. So yeah, so out of 10 this little Iron Warrior reveal.
Indeed. Cannot wait.
What are you giving it?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, I thought you would, yeah.
9.8.
What would have made it better?
If there was more on the upgrade kit.
Of course.
I'd give it the extra 0.2 for maybe some banners and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've had better upgrade kits in the past. Yeah, But I think the heads look amazing. The heads look really good.
And there's lots of them.
Yeah, and the shoulder pads look great. Yeah, amazing. I'd give this whole thing an 8. I really like the character. Character looks amazing. The upgrade kit looks good on the Marines that they've shown off. And there's more to come. Okay, so like we said before, we are doing a topic for the first time this week. We basically want to discuss how we think 11th is going to shake out. like the new starter
Like
set.
Yeah,
the
wish list. Wish lists of what we want to come from 11th, because there's been lots of speculation recently, lots of rumours.
Yeah, lots of rumours. We basically want to go over what we think is going to be in the box, what we would like to see in the box if we could make the box ourselves, and we basically have like a 5 point each what we want to see changed in 11th edition overall in the game of 40k. So, would we like to go over first what we think is going to be in the new box, which is, we know the title. Well, it's rumoured the title is going to be Armageddon.
It's pretty much nailed on.
Armageddon, yeah. So, obviously, it's very much implied that it's going to be Orcs versus Marines. And when we say Marines, Blood Angels Marines.
Or, to simplify, it's Marines painted red, because
Marines painted red.
There's not going to be any Blood Angels specific units in this box.
I could see it being Cult of Speed versus Blood Angels.
It's going to be Assault Marines for sure.
Yeah, well, there's already Assault Marines. We think it's going to be speed. The theme's going to be fast attack. The theme's going to be going quick.
Vanguard veterans
are very heavily rumoured. So is the Jump Chaplain.
Or maybe a Dreadnought with a jetpack.
Well, Blood Angels players famously had a Librarian Dreadnought that could then teleport with the wings of Sanguinius. Yeah, so they could see something along those lines, maybe like a Jump Dreadnought. That could be really cool. Yeah. I would be all over that model.
I know. 4 Dreadnoughts in a list. Sure.
Wow. So on the Marine side, I could see a Jump Chaplain. Yeah. Obviously the Vanguard veterans, blah blah blah. We have rumours of a new Rhino possibly getting scaled up to size,
which I know you don't particularly like the tracked vehicles. I do.
I'm not against the tracked vehicles. I just quite like the Primaris vehicles. I'm not
a big fan of the hot vehicles, but there is rumours that they are going back to track. Which, I like to see.
Well, I quite would like the idea of them just doing a hover Rhino, with the hover jet propulsion system, and just keeping it all the same.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. And the only thing broken about it was the fact that it can't hold Primarch Marines.
Yeah,
fix
true.
that and you're fine.
Well, it obviously does need to scale up. And
I can see them doing some Outriders.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
To be honest, with the Outriders, I can't see them being in that box, because the box, generally the starter boxes are all thingy pose, push fit pose, like single monopose models, and the Outriders already have a box of that, whereas they need a... Well, no, they need a multi-part kit so you can customise them more, whereas at the moment they are very push fit. So I could see them getting a box in the future, and obviously tying in with the Ravenwing release of some description, or some White Scars stuff of some description at some point. On the Marine side, they'd obviously, so I could see the Rhino being the big thing, kind of like the ballistas equivalent. I could see I could see them maybe doing a land speeder.
Yeah,
something like that, like a smaller speeder. Possibly maybe some scout bikes, which have been removed from the range, so they could come back. And something along those ilk. All obviously painted lovely Blood Angels red, and beautiful.
Just squeeze in Khal Drago, just because he needs to come back.
What, put him in the middle?
Yeah, why not? It's like trying to separate them. But on the Orc side...
Yeah, Orc side. I could see them having bikes. The War Bikers.
Yeah. It's going to be almost speed, isn't it? Lots of red. Lots of red.
Bike, some kind of buggy. Yeah. Of some description. Storm Boys, definitely.
100% Storm Boys.
Yeah, Storm Boys.
Pretty sure they need a refresh as well, the Storm Boys. They're quite old now, I think.
Maybe like a Zagstruck / Jump Warboss kind of unit.
Oh, you could see a Weird Boy as well with the teleport shenanigans.
Yeah, a new Weird Boy maybe. I don't think they need a new Weird Boy though. The model.
I think it'll be about just raw speed. And
maybe some kind of
like a little jet vehicle thing.
Oh yeah, they could do, but they are trying to veer away from flyers, unfortunately.
Well, no, in 10th maybe are.
Maybe like a hover, like a smaller jet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like some kind of speeder jet.
Grots with jetpacks.
Oh my god, Grots with jetpacks. No, that's it. I'm gonna boycott 40k until they bring out Grots with jetpacks.
Just
strapped with C4.
Literally, they'd be like a suicide unit, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Please, oh my god, even if it's not Grots, just bomb squigs with jetpacks.
Like a bomb squig trebuchet.
Oh my god, please.
Bomb squig ballistas.
Every old player needs that.
There's a pun there. Ballistog squig.
Oh god.
Yeah, so that's what we do think is going to come from all the rumours and everything like that.
It's like a general consensus from the community as well. Like, if you watch any video that's like surrounding it, that's pretty much what's been.
That's all Valrak's talking about, everything like that. But Liam, if we could press a magic little button that put you in charge of the release box for the next edition, so beep, button pressed. We have to follow the rules, obviously. So there's going to be Marines of some description. There always is.
If you have to.
If we have to. What would you make?
Well, I think because it's me and you sitting here, I think it's pretty obvious what I think it should be.
Okay.
I think either Iron Warriors against Dark Angels, because that'd be kind of funny.
They had dark.
But if I'm putting the me and you thing aside and just the me side of it, I would love to see, because I can see them maybe, at some point having a look at fortifications again, because fortifications are like forgotten in the dirt. They're so bad. No one brings them. No. But imagine if you had an Iron Warriors versus Imperial Fist siege box.
Nice, that would be amazing.
With a new refresh and completely reworked to fortifications. You get a so in that Saturnine box in the Horus Heresy that came out, there was those big turrets, the siege turrets.
Yes.
Something like
an
that.
Equivalent. A new Thunderfire cannon, maybe, for the Marines.
Yeah, fantastic.
Maybe on the Chaos side, an equivalent of that.
But that's only if fortifications were going to get redone. If they went, then no, please don't. Yeah. But even still, Imperial Fist versus Iron Warriors, everyone wants to see.
Yeah, and you could fill that with the kits like the Defiler, new Obliterators, things like that. You could do all sorts.
It's been a while since the Imperial Fist had the spotlight as well from a Marine standpoint.
All they've had in recent memory, they've had the two named characters, and that's it really. They've had Torg Aragon and a re-release of Lysander.
Yeah.
Which have been more than a lot, but still pretty decent. What I would like, and I'm going to push the boat out a little bit. I'm going to make ruin this little format a little bit. I'm going to go Marines, but I'm going to go very edge case Marines.
I know what you're going to say.
I would like to see Grey Knights get a re-release. Get a refresh in the starter box with maybe a refresh to Demons.
Ooh, because they're kind of nowhere right now.
Phase the fuck out the game. Yeah,
they have an index. It's the only.
Yeah.
It's the only faction in the game without a codex.
Without codex, yeah, and I could see them make a strike squad, a paladin squad / Terminator squad, a new Dread Knight, everything like that on that side, and then you could maybe do a 4 gods new.
Yeah, get rid of the baby carrier Dread Knights. We need a new Dread Knight.
Yeah, and then you could do a 4 gods mixed up, sort of chaos, complete new redesign of the range. I've heard people say cyber demons in the past. I really like the idea of that, along the Vashtor sort of scale, with maybe a new soul grinder, maybe because there's a Defiler coming, maybe a new soul grinder.
It'd be nice to see an introduction to the Dark Mechanicum with all the demon engines against the Grey Knights.
Yeah, possibly that could also work as well. Yeah, so that'd be my 40k starter box.
I like that.
Yeah, I just don't think they'll do it with Grey Knights though.
No.
I think that might be breaking the format too much. Nah, they're not. You can't paint them blue.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can, but no, you can't. You can't basically get away with calling them Ultramarines.
No, you can't. No.
Because let's be honest, what we said before about it being Blood Angels themed, you can very much paint. I imagine you'd be able to very much paint that as a Ultramarine faction. They've just labelled it as a Blood Angels.
Yeah, 100%. So if it comes out and it has a lot of models I like the look of, I'm gonna take it and paint them all Dark Angels. Green, all green, and hopefully there's no
lots of cork.
Lots of cork, yeah. Sally said lots of cock then.
You do you. You want a Dark Angels player after.
But hopefully there's no iconography that needs scraping off or anything like that of the Blood Angel side, because that'd be a bit annoying. But the starter box is obviously a way to introduce new players. You don't really want to railroad them into a faction. You kind of want them to be able to take what's there and then make it what they want.
Lies. I think it should just be double chaos and tell all the new players.
Chaos.
Double chaos. Tell all the new
Iron
players.
Warriors versus World Eaters. Yeah, no, that'll sort you. Okay.
With some demons sprinkled in there.
In the middle. Just do all of my armies in one box, please, and give me the whole range.
Yeah, just give a third DLC box for Custodians
for about 150 quid.
Sure.
Cool. So with the box sorted out, let's discuss rules.
Mm-hmm.
So 10th edition's been amazing rules wise. It's very like subtly changed the rules to make them a lot more simple for new players.
Yeah, it's definitely streamlined them.
Yeah, streamlined it. We found it. So we restarted the game around about end of 9th edition.
Right at the very end of 9th.
And boy, was that overwhelming.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there was so much to learn. But then going into 10th, so we did about like 3 months of 9th, didn't we?
I didn't even say it was 3 months.
Yeah,
it was less than that.
And we only really played with me, myself, and our friend Jack. And we used to do stupid 3-way battles. So it was very fun. But then 10th came along, and the word was simplification, making the game easier to play for new players. And you know what? It was a blessing. It was so good.
Yeah, really I was worried with it being a new edition that it would be like, oh, we've got to we're trying to learn all these shenanigans, and now we've got to redo it all. But honestly, it made it so much easier.
Yeah, it was class. Yeah. So with 11th edition, we'd love to see 11th edition just keep the trend of 10th edition as the baseline, keep all the trends going in the right direction from there.
Keep streamlining it.
Keep streamlining the game, make the game quicker, because the game does take a bloody long time.
Yeah.
It takes ages.
Especially for new players.
Yeah, 100%. And then trying to... Because we know ourselves, because obviously we run a little gaming club, and a lot of our friends are very new to the game, who we've kind of got to start playing. And every phase is a question, every time is a question. And with the simplification, it's very easy for them to get, after a few explanations, they are immediately on board with the game and they know what's going on. And it's been really quick. Whereas I know from when we started playing in 9th,
there was every
we had to look up every rule every time.
Every single faction had a different word for rapid ingress.
Oh, it was awful. Yeah, the
Mantis Strike was for tower, if I remember correctly. It was called
Mantis Strike. It was terrible. So what we've done, we've compiled. So we basically, as an overview, we'd like to keep 10th as a base and then move on from there. So we've compiled a list, a 5-thing list of what we'd like to see happen in 11th edition. It might not just be rules. We might throw some little fun things in there. I know Liam definitely has. I guess you can already probably guess what it is, because
you've been a big nerd and you've gone for rule changes.
I've actually done rule changes. Yeah, I've met the brief, but you know what? But I also did fudge the brief on the box.
Releases and fun things that people want to see.
So Liam, with that, do you want to go for your first?
Yeah, I mean I'm definitely not the only one on board with this. I think everyone's on board with this. Because it's a complete rework to flyers. Make flyers good again.
Yeah.
So many people think the exact same thing. So many nice models out there. I mean, I love the Helldrake personally. What a model. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's unplayable in the game.
Games Workshop, they've just turned a blind eye for the past 3 years for flyers. There's been no love at all.
And obviously, flyers were broken. They're very hard for them to balance as a model, because they can see over terrain, they can ignore terrain, basically. And when a flyer tends to be good in the game, it tends to get run at 3 and abused. Yeah. For example, the Stormraven gunship recently in that Dark Angel list, where you ran it with the Dark Shroud and gave it -1 to hit, and then just dropped units in your opponent's deployment zone.
Yeah,
that was nuts. Yeah. And you just blow things off the table with that.
There's definitely a way to balance them. They need to find out how to do it. I don't know exactly how they're going to do that, but I would like to see it happen. Just have that variety of units, do you know what I mean? So it's not either vehicle spam, infantry spam. Give those flyers, and not even just with the hover keyword as well, because a lot of the times if you bring a flyer, you're going to make a hover. No, I want to see strafe runs. Yeah. I want to see the aircraft move 24 plus and then
shoot stuff underneath it.
Shoot stuff.
The only thing with that is you've got to watch that you're not making units uninteractable. Because obviously, and then also
there should be a way for them to.
There might be points the opposite way where units are getting deployed off the board and then they're in for one turn, and it's like you've wasted.
Well, actually, I've just had a thought, to be fair, because one of the things that you can't that makes it so you can't interact with flyers when they are in the flying mode, the aircraft mode, is that you can't charge them. There's no melee interaction, which makes sense. But what if we've already got things like anti-fly in the game? A little idea, which I think could be explored upon. Anything that has anti-fly grounds the vehicle, so it goes into hover. It knocks it into a hover-like state
that could be to be
charged.
Yeah, but then
that would be pretty interesting. But it wouldn't. It'd be nice to see it explode.
Yeah, but the only thing with that is that then people would have to take anti-fly units on the off chance that they might.
It's called balancing your list.
Possibly.
Have someone have some kind of AA, because you've got to bring AA, because you never know, they might have.
Yeah, maybe.
You bring anti-tank just in case there's tanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's the same concept as balancing your list.
Of course you do. Yeah, and then I don't know about hover mode. And
it takes away from the point of it.
Yeah, because you're getting these like for example the Stormhawk Intercept, the Space Marine vehicle. That's like a jet fighter basically, and it hovers.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
The Helldrake makes sense.
Because it's just there flapping its wing. But like, and then all the Orc. How are the Orc planes hovering?
Because they believe that
they believe they're hovering. That makes sense. Yeah, they
yeah.
believe they've got rotating blades.
How dare you bring that into question? They believe it hovers. God damn it.
Yeah, I would like to see. I don't know myself how to fix it. I don't think you do.
It is a tough one, so I kind of understand why it hasn't been fixed.
Yeah,
yet.
100%.
Well, please, let's see it in 11th. But yeah, moving on to your first point.
My first point is.
Oh goody, the fun stuff.
Terrain.
Yeah.
Woo!
Exciting.
Terrain is exciting. Terrain's probably actually my funnest one out of all of them here.
Yeah.
So, with terrain, L-shaped I can't speak today. L-shaped ruins are blight on the game. Mm-hmm. They are, aren't they? Like you think Warhammer 40k and you think massive, cool, ridiculously expansive,
destroyed ships,
battlefields, like for like
which
alien
you still
fauna,
can
all
do
this
because
stuff.
of the competitive thing at the moment. Like,
it's
a lot of people leave, especially new players.
We
do it.
Yeah, everyone's just playing in like downtown New York ruins, like, and that's basically the.
Like even just like the general format of it as well. Like everyone's running like tournament format because
it balances the game. It makes the game more fun to play.
So can we make some more scenery and make it
competitive? So what my idea would be is I would probably classify ruins in 3 classifications.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have scatter terrain, which doesn't do anything in the game really. It's just around, except if you're in the footprint of it, you get -1 AP. You get the cover.
Yeah, you get the
benefit. Then I would have light terrain, which I would put basically everything in. So I'd have ruins, like trees, everything like that, and that just has the ruins ability for now.
The one that we know.
Yeah, so like, you can't, it blocks line of sight when you pass the format of it.
As well.
Yeah.
Signalation.
Yeah, you've vehicles can't go through it, but infantry can, beasts and things like that. And then I would have a heavy classification of ruins, which, and also in that, I would also like to see them maybe do like a -1 to hit. Something like that, something cool. So like that, the hiding in there, maybe
if it's natural terrain like tree lines.
Yeah, maybe just for infantry.
Yeah,
like vehicles don't get it, but infantry do.
It's sort of doing the opposite of what we said before. Like it's kind of making the game a little bit more complicated, but they could simplify those new additions.
And then with the 3rd classification, I'd like to do like a big impassable terrain that's like rocks, boulders, things that you can't walk through, and like that's heavy terrain.
Over. Like
I'd say the only things that go over with the things with the flat keyword.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Just as a little side note, bring back Old Fly. Old Fly is so much better.
Just straight through it.
Yeah, for straight lines rather than have to measure from point to point to point. It's so dumb.
Simplifying. They can just go through it.
Yeah, they go 12 inches in any direction and they don't have to worry about what's in the way because they bloody fly.
Honestly, yeah, just do it. I know it technically doesn't make sense, but it's a bloody
it's a game. It's a game, and it's needlessly complicated having to go. Oh, I have to measure to this random point on a ruin,
and then technically they have to go up to the point. It's like no, who cares? Play the game, make the game quick.
Very silly, very silly. So that is my first one.
I do agree with you.
Yeah, and I just think it'll make the battlefields look so much more interesting.
Yes.
Because you look at a tournament and it's all just cardboard.
It's like when we went to Warhammer World in the summer last year, and the terrain that we were on was so nice.
Yeah, so it's sensational.
But we didn't care. It was no ruins.
And then what we just did is we just made it so like some of the bits around the terrain had the ruins rules, so that we could actually hide.
We had a good time.
Yeah, because obviously you do need to be able to hide models in a game. Like it doesn't work. That's why towering was broken, because it just took away the cover.
But they fixed that.
Yeah, and it works better. But like, so we do need some rule set to make it so you can hide your models, but it just boring ruins in an L shape is not the way forward.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think a lot of people do get put off by that. By looking at it and going, oh well, this isn't what I thought a Warhammer table would look like.
No, yeah, true.
But it needs to still be balanced in a way.
That's what it comes down to. It's just balancing it. I'm sure they will. But for 11th, 100%, we never know.
Okay, so that's my first one, Liam. Can I go to yours?
Of course. And I think this is quite a big one. Again, I think a lot of people would agree with this. CP generation is in a really funny spot. And maybe this is a personal bias because I've gone up against this exact point far too many times. I think Luke is a classic example of an abuser of this.
This is the one thing in the game I abuse.
Yes. Well, it's
and fights first.
And fights first. So CP generation at the moment is so kind of like wonky. Certain armies, it depends on what you play. So an army, for example, Space Wolves have it and Dark Angels have instant access to an unrestricted CP guaranteed every turn, as long as they're there.
Yeah.
Ultramarines have it too, yeah. Other armies you have to roll for. So I know, for example, Tau, the Ethereal, you have to roll for it.
And the Grots, when they're on objectives.
They have to roll for it. And
it seems unfair.
It's unfair. You get the CP. I understand that they put a limit on it, but I still think it's dumb because you could also pair it with the units that reduce costs, so your captains and things like that,
and
which I think is fine.
Things,
the fact that you guess it's essentially it's another CP on top of it.
Yeah,
it breaks it's that loophole. It breaks the loophole.
Yeah, you can basically get 3 CP a turn, in effect.
So as an example, I'm going to use Dark Angels just for my disdain of your army. If you have Azrael and a captain, that is, and then plus the CP on top of it, that's just 3 CP. Whereas, say if I ran a list that doesn't have automatic CP generation, I probably will have access to a captain at some point. But say if I didn't. Okay, so I'm forced to have to run that unit just to keep up with the
level of CP generation,
the efficiency of the CP generation, and it's not fair. It changes. Just being going, oh, I'm going to use this stratagem. Oh, but now I can use this stratagem. Oh, you want to use this one as well.
Yeah.
And then you end up just like steamrolling because of all the advantage that you're getting with it.
And in my Dark Angels list, I will say I do that. I have
you do.
I have Azrael and I have a Terminator captain, and I put him with 10 Terminators generally in Wrath of the Rock. Yeah. And Azrael makes my Hellblasters shoot good and gives me a CP. And the Terminator captain ingresses for free and does all sorts and runs around being a nuisance.
As someone who has access to this and does use this quite a lot, I mean, why wouldn't you if it's there?
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself in any game really struggling for CP?
Oh, never. No, which has been strange. So I've been playing this drop pod detachment for the last 2 weeks. I've played it. I'm going to be playing it tonight as well.
Since it was released.
It's really fun. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. But I have noticed not having that extra CP.
Yeah.
Because I'm still doing the Terminator captain with 10 Terminators because I'm doing the dedicated gunship to go up and down.
Yeah.
So I've still got that. I've still got the right to battle, but I haven't got Azrael in the list. So I'm missing that CP. And boy, you notice it. You notice just not having that CP in the game.
But I'm sure that +1 to wound on at the moment isn't a bad trade-off.
Yeah, no, you know what, yeah.
but still,
to be honest though,
you would rather it?
I think Azrael's better than the +1 to wound.
Yeah. I think it's an issue. I do. I do think a lot of people will agree with me on that one. We could even see it getting fixed before 11th. They might do it in one of the last major balance data slates.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Or
they really need to fix it.
If you're gonna do it, make it so it's accessible for everyone. Because there are just some armies that just don't have a chance of doing anything like that.
Either give everyone it or remove it from the game.
Yeah. Make it fair.
Or find a way to balance it. But yeah, that's my point. I think it's something I've noticed a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of can sometimes spoil the mood of the game. You're like, hang on a sec, how much CP have you got? Good sir. 5. Brilliant. I've got 1. Okay, cool. Can I have one?
Lends a CP. Mate.
But I think that's a big thing. But yeah, so your second?
My second. So mine's similar to simplifying terrain. I'd like to simplify line of sight.
Yeah, you have brought this up a few times as well. When we
because I make my models stupid and big on big rocks and all sticky out things and stuff like that.
Could just be a you problem.
No, but I do think it can be a bit strange for other models as well.
Yeah.
I would like line of sight to be drawn from base to base. So not from a point on the model to a point on the model, because models can vary in different sizes and shapes and things like that. So for example...
It ruins the immersion as well if you think about it, because, so my Terminator's arm is sticking out.
I can shoot your whole unit.
Yeah, who's to say he can't just tuck it in?
Yeah.
So it ruins the immersion of it. I'm just going to... in this game, he is just going to stick his arm and go on, shoot me.
And I will say one of the worst culprits of this is basically, say, a Bellicor, where his wings are enormous and they stick out of any ruin.
Big wings, and it's just
there's no way to hide
I guess you can shoot me.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see a millimetre of his claw from the tip of his wing.
Yeah,
cool.
the top of my antenna from this random thing at the back of the map can see the tip of your claw, so I can shoot it.
It is dumb.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's
silly.
People would argue, because in past editions, 50% of the model, we all know the issues that.
Yeah, because you're arguing about how big a model is.
Base. If your base can see his base, shoot.
Yeah, and I think that'll just simplify the game.
But also, I think it's quite a controversial point. I can imagine a lot of people will have different opinions on that.
Yeah.
Quite 50-50.
But I also think it would allow people to experiment more with modelling, and you'd have cooler looking models on the table, because you'd be able to make your models look ridiculous, all in cool poses with weapons going in all directions and put them on massive bases if you want to put them on massive bases, and it wouldn't detriment your game. I think it would be quite fun. So that is my second point. Liam, do you have a third point that you'd like to go over?
No, video over.
Is that done, yeah?
No, of course I do. So, we're leading into more... Well, I think all my points are really... Well, the first two, it's quite flexible with people's opinions. These are now my personal opinions.
Once.
Well, the last two definitely are this one, kind of. I'd love to see more emphasis on the release of Primarchs. really amp the
you
quantity and
the rollout come faster.
Like bring faster releases of it and really make a thing out of it. Primarchs are a huge part of the lore,
and I think they've been some of the best selling kits that have come out. Like
100%. I know all the Xenos factions don't have Primarchs. I get that.
They have equivalents, though.
They have equivalents, and it's a big part. I mean, we know GW love bending over Space Marines anyway, and give them more. We want to see more. We want to see. I mean, I can definitely in 11th. I can see the release of Perturabo, Leman Russ, Vulcan, and Lorgar are my 4 contenders there. Jagatai Khan as well, maybe.
If Lorgar's coming, you could see Corvus Corax is his name, isn't it? Yeah, maybe him.
Yeah, just chasing him.
And as well, mate. Along these lines, I would love for them to go a bit out there with some of these guys, and I'd love
100%.
I'd love to maybe do like some Demon Imperium Primarchs. Like for example, the Lorgar and Corvus Corax story at the moment is he's basically chasing them around as a giant demon raven, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a giant bad man.
Yeah, and then maybe because like Leman Russ coming out.
He's a werewolf. He's got to be.
Only way I can accept. Make him a big ass werewolf. Why not?
Sure. So our friend Danny plays Space Wolves, and he would 100% agree with this. And
because the only thing I'd worry about if you released Leman Russ would that you just look like a bigger Grimnar, because Grimnar just looks like Odin anyway, and that's what everyone was expecting Leman Russ to come back out as. Yeah. As like a Odin figure.
Just put a very quick thing out there, which would be a really cool mechanic that just randomly come into my head. Give him 2 models, right? Yeah, give Leman Russ 2 models.
And he can shapeshift.
And he can shapeshift.
Wow. That could also work for Corvus Corax.
Yeah.
You can have a demon version and a...
Here he is. He's got to start as, his normal Primarch version. And then, like, once per battle, he gets to, like, enrage. And you swap... It'll say, like, remove this model... and then set up within 3 inches of where this model originally was, or like from this model, and then remove it, kind of thing. And all of a sudden you have this move 12 demon werewolf.
So you go from the equivalent of a reputed
Corvus Corax can fly and move 14. Like,
we have the equivalent of like a Gulliman-esque model to go up to like an Angron-esque model for a turn.
100%.
I actually really like that. That'd be really fun.
It's so cool. But yeah, that's at the end of the day. I mean, there are rumours that bloody Robuta Gilliman's getting a
Baby G
another model release. It's like, why? Just bring more Primarchs first and then refine them. There's nothing wrong with his model now, but that's just...
He looks a bit like Big Joffrey.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so Primarchs, definitely need to see more of them. And your third point?
Yes, so my one is another boring ass rule thing.
Ying to the yang, come on.
So I would very much like to see the Battleshock morale system really reworked. Like, to hell. It does nothing in the game. There's models, the whole identity of the model range, like Night Lords, Chaos Knights, revolve around, we can Battleshock the opponent.
Tyranids.
Yeah, Tyranids, that's a big part of their army.
Very popular faction Tyranids. I'm sure loads of people would love to see what you're...
Like, Battleshock, you can't target them with stratagems in the F-Zero OC. Great, I can still kill you.
A very, swingy thing to afflict on someone.
Yeah, 100%, because you have to roll for it. Like, I would love to see maybe that the more your units destroyed, the harder the Battleshock becomes.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see that maybe it had actual gameplay implications on models. So, for example, maybe like a -1 to hit or something like that, because they're scared.
Well, maybe a really easy way to do that, what you just said then, is like make it progressively worse, is Battleshock below starting. Make it easier to pass. Below half, make it more more difficult, -1. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that could be a thing, because there's loads of abilities in the game that rely on below starting and below half. So just make Battleshock revolve around that. I think that would be a really cool
100%. Yeah, but then make, obviously, like, the results of them getting Battleshock to those points worse.
Oh, yeah.
And I would also love as well for units that are Battleshocked in, like, say, your opponent's turn to not just automatically pass in your own thing because you're above half strength. Because that just takes the wind out of the sails. Like, if you can
use that stratagem to auto pass if they're above half but below starting.
No. So for what example I'm saying? So say like for what's the Shadow in the Warp, the Tyranid ability? Where you're like, I choose your entire army to take a Battleshock test right now.
Yeah.
But then say your units all take those Battleshocks, like 3 of them fail, but they're not below half strength. In your command phase, you just automatically pass the Battleshock because you don't have to retake the test. So they just become unbattleshocked.
Yeah.
They should have to retest because they're already Battleshocked. And that just seems very obvious that should be a thing that
You've got to be careful with it, though, because you could really abuse it.
Yeah, well, it should be abusable. You should be like the fear factions, like the Night Lords and things like that, should be able to terrify the opponents because that's what they do.
What you mean, yeah, I definitely know what you mean.
Their whole gimmick should be.
It's the grim darkness of the future. You want the ones who are going to take advantage of the whole grim dark aspect of it. The fear side of it.
Their whole thing, like how like Death Guard rely on reducing your opponent's ability to play the game. That's how Battleshock should work. It should reduce your opponent's ability to play the game by making them shit their pants.
Nicely put, yeah.
So with my third, comes your
fourth.
Believe it or not. I thought say third.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. So yeah, now we're really getting into this is me personally.
Yeah, fan fiction.
And I thought about this and I thought of this list before the announcement today, the Iron Warriors announcement. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of like works into that quite handily. So it is just Iron Warriors. In general, I obviously personally would love to see. I don't think Peter Roberts come in this edition. Well, I didn't. Now there is a part of me that thinks he could.
He could be the centerpiece of the Ioterra campaign.
Exactly.
Like
so
we'll
focus on that. But I'd like to see more than just a single model and an upgrade kit. Mm-hmm. 11th edition. We need that codex. If Iron Warriors don't get a codex in 11th, I'm just like, wait, why?
Well, what I would ask you about that is, if you're saying Iron Warriors get a codex, would you give a codex to every?
Yeah, I'd definitely start it.
Like
I think they have started it.
So like a Night Lord's codex.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, like a whale.
But I think just because of all the lore that's going on with the Iron Warriors at the moment, they are a big faction at the moment. Mm-hmm. In the,
well, they're getting a lot of releases, aren't they?
Getting a lot of releases, a lot of lore dumps. I'd like them to be the next kind of traitor legion that gets the codex because they really need it.
And they could also use that to move away from some of the Dark Pax demon rules that don't really fit the Iron Warriors.
No, they don't, because they don't really care about making a pact to the Chaos Gods. They really don't care.
No, because they're all.
I think their army rules should just be -1 hit, -1 to win. Sorry.
Yeah, strength and toughness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just make that the Fellhammer siege host.
Make that their army rule, and then you can give them some fun detachments as well.
Yeah.
Which hopefully you will get a few fun detachments for them to play in the Ioterra campaign.
Yes,
like the Marines got 3, Necrons have got 3.
The common theme that they're doing at the moment, I think we brushed up on it last week as well, is that they are almost upgrading detachments with new names.
Yeah.
I can see them doing that with the Siege Hammer, because Siege Hammer's not very strong. I know some competitive lists are doing okay with it.
It's like got up hammer rather than fell.
But I think the ones that are doing well, wow. Cool.
Someone's got to laugh at me on jokes.
Wow. But yeah, no. So it's just bring the Iron Warriors into it. Really make them shine in 11th edition. They're teasing us now. They're tickling our balls at the moment with
metallic balls.
My metallic balls with the with the releases, especially that, like I said.
And you guys, it's so cool.
Yeah, more Iron Warriors. But moving on.
Yeah, my fourth. I would like simplified strats. So
riveting.
I know. It'd just be a way, I believe, to make detachments not go nuclear on release. You know, like have like ridiculously OP rules on release, because a lot of them do come from the stratagems, and like just having a suite of like 6 brand new amazing stratagems makes it quite hard to balance a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I would very much like, on an army by army basis, to have 3 army stratagems that are just in every detachment. So for example, for the Space Marines, it'd be like armor contempt, squad tactics, something else, blah blah.
You could argue they could just be 3 stratagems added to the core stratagem though.
But it'd be army by army basis.
Okay.
So and then for like Eldar, they'd have like a shooting move on theirs as one of theirs.
Oh, I
like
see what you mean.
So they have a 3 set.
So no matter what detachment, no matter what detachment you pick, you will always get 3 army. Oh, okay, I get it.
Which could be very balanced and then make the detachments all play a Marine way. You know what I mean?
Easy to balance as well.
Yeah, easy to balance. And then with each detachment, you get another 3 stratagems that would be like the flavour of that detachment. Yeah. So say for like the like a White Scar detachment, you get an advanced charge or something, or you get like for the
Ultramarines, you could just surrender.
For the Ultramarines, you just get 3 OP ones. So I would love that, and I'd love that with for example, Eldar, they get like a shoot move, things like that. They get like an out of phase movement, because they're all very movement based Eldar. and then they'd have, maybe in like a Wraith detachment, they'd have ones that interact with Wraiths more, and things like that, or ones that in a Harlequin detachment interact with Harlequins more, or something.
Oh, and for the Imperial Fist as well, a stratagem that gives them a box of tissues to wipe away the tears.
Okay, well, from all these new releases,
Yeah. Imperial Fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that idea? Do you think it's, I think it's
well. It will work. I think it will definitely it will help streamline the game.
Mm-hmm.
It will, like I said, I think
it's three less stratagems to learn every time a new attachment comes up.
Exactly, less to learn.
And you got to think like.
You can integrate. You might get tired of a detachment and go, "Well, I want to play another detachment," and it's less to learn in that detachment. You already know 3 of the stratagems off the top of your head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a fantastic thing.
You could do enhancements as well. You could have like 2 enhancements that you could take at all times.
Potentially, yeah.
And you'd have
but the stratagems definitely work better.
Yeah, you could do that. I think that would work really well. Similar to how you get an army rule and you get an attachment rule. Yeah. I think it would work amazingly.
Yeah, good idea.
Now, your final.
Yeah, mine, back to the fun side. Speaking of, obviously, we're saying about the Iron Warriors getting a release. The one thing that has to be nailed on, and so many people are asking for, is a Dark Mechanicum faction. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, we know a couple of people,
including myself, to be the next one.
Yeah. Please, you can see the models like Vashtor and all that kind of integrated into it. If it would to come out in 11th edition,
more demon engines, more variations of Forge Fiends,
different cultists,
loads like
techie cultists and things like that. Like Psychers,
but Scutari that are just like obviously just like warped up, like
basically just the cooler Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yeah.
No, I think it's got to happen, and you could even see them having like specific detachments as well that ally with the Iron Warriors or with CSM in general.
Oh yeah, 100%, like the allied detachments that came out for like the
demons,
Knights and the demons.
The demons one, What was it? The Black Legion, Shadow Legion, sorry.
Yeah.
Have that where you get like, you can bring legionaries. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can bring Terminators. Please. But it's people have been asking for it, and it's got to be on Games Workshop's radar. Their Dark Mechanicum have kind of been not so much mentioned directly, but the talk of Vashtor and all that, who's very much part of the Dark Mechanicum, is in a lore currently, and it would just be really nice to see. God, this model! I can just imagine how good the models would be as well. If this gets announced, like GW, just take my money.
Yeah, with how the models that recently have been coming out are looking, that would be a sensational release wave, I'm pretty sure. And 100%. I know there'd be so many people who'd be up for buying that. We know a few at our club who'd be up for it.
Yeah, definitely. Tabs would definitely be up for it.
Yeah, Tabs would be straight on them. So my final, and the final of the video.
To put everyone to sleep before we leave.
I like some massive point hikes across the board.
Oh.
I'd like armies to be smaller, so games last less time.
Does this kind of fit in with your want of like making Space Marines more elite?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I would like Space Marine units to have 2 rolls each and cost double the cost.
A squad of 4 or a squad of 3.
Well, the same squad. I don't mind
squad of 3 works because like they're really putting that out there at the moment.
Yeah, the 3s work.
The 4-man squad.
But obviously they're going to keep the squad size as what they've released in the boxes. Like that's just how they do it.
This won't happen.
But I could see like each Marine squad has 2 rules and cost double the cost, and they're maybe a little bit tougher, maybe a little bit better of a save.
Custodes light.
Yeah, Custodes.
But Custodes need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Higher.
Custodes need to be somewhere between Primarchs and them, and then like make it so that like an Imperial Guard squad has no chance against a Space Marine squad unless there's like 1 million of them. You know what I mean? But then cost it appropriately. Yeah. I want the models to reflect what they are in lore on the field.
It's a hard nut to crack that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to take 100 Space Marines on a list. That is ridiculous. It's like a large skirmish game. You shouldn't be able to bring that.
It's 40k, anything's possible. Why not bring 100?
But it breaks the immersion, I think. It breaks the immersion that these are super soldiers, the elite of humanity.
Especially
when you can bring more of them than you can Imperial Guards sometimes.
In the past few years as well, obviously they're now Primarchified, I guess you could call them. And so they're bigger now, but they don't feel bigger.
They don't feel bigger.
They look bigger, they don't feel bigger, they don't feel like super soldiers. I mean, you've seen that Amazon animation, was it Level Up?
Yeah.
That is, if I ever speak to anyone who's new to just 40k in general and Space Marines, I'd say if you want to know what Space Marines feel like, watch that.
Or Astartes.
Astartes. I'm the same dude who made it.
I think he was evolved. Yeah,
just watch Astartes, watch the level up thing, and that is what a Space Marine feels like. They do not feel like that.
No, and they should be able to just mow through. They should be mini tanks.
Yes, my strength 4 bolt then.
Yeah, and toughness 4. Okay, so I fire a bunch of las cannons and you're dead.
A 50% chance to wound you.
It's done. So I believe that my biggest thing now would be point hikes. I want the Horde armies to feel like Hordes. I want the Elite armies to feel Elite.
Horde armies cheaper, Elite armies more expensive.
Yeah. And make the rules to reflect that. Make it so Hordes have like one rule and they are shit. But then you could just take 1 million of them and make it so.
Wouldn't that not put a lot of people off though? You still want good rules. I won't say
yeah, but you can take Elite models in Hordes.
Yeah, true.
But like you don't want your Termagant to be an equivalent of a Space Marine. It doesn't make sense, and they are at the moment. Like so, I would very much have Marines at least 3 rules, toughness 6, every single Marine. Like make it so they are hard to kill. They and then but then with Eldar, make them really elite, really quick.
Yeah, quicker.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'd say that's less of a problem with them because they are really. But then like Guardsmen should be miles worse than Marines. You should be wounding Guardsmen on 2s with bolters.
The
mini grenade
I think
launchers.
the main counter that I have, and not my personal counter, I do agree with what you're saying, is from a GW standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
They're a company that needs to make money.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you kind of lesser the range of especially their flagship Marines,
Yeah.
and then you're also making it more difficult for. We'll put for as an example, Imperial Guard. They're already in a physically expensive army to buy and collect anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're saying is to make it more expensive, buy more models.
Yeah, and that's
going to be a turn off for a lot of people.
That's probably why they're not going to do it.
And it's also going to be, it'll draw people more towards Space Marines.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? That's probably why they're not going to do it. There's a reason the models been getting cheaper in points and armies have been getting bigger.
If there's a workaround somehow, I'd love to see it. But
Well, no, there's a reason why games have went from 1,500 points to 2,000 as a standard. And why the
when did that change, by the way? Because I saw that it used to be 1,500.
Back when I used to play when I was a kid, everyone was 1,500 points. But when we came back, it was 2,000.
Beyond 2,000?
No, it's the games already last 3+ hours, and
play Onslaught if you want to be over 2,000.
Yeah, I just like the games to last 2 hours. You know what I mean? Make it so like the games can be played in that time period.
Casually, by the way. I know we know in competitive.
Competitive, you can rapid random.
Yeah, those guys, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
For new players we're talking about here, casual players. If you want a game to go on longer, that's fine if you've got the time for it. If you want to make more of a story from it, a crusade kind of thing from it, fair enough, take your time. But in terms of like when you're used to playing the game and you learn the game, right, next step, let's play. We'll play every week, and we want to get through it. We want to be able to go to bed on time.
Like there has been some times, like where we've been at the club and we're playing a game. We start like maybe a little bit late, so like we start like maybe half 6 or something like that.
So we are running a little bit behind today.
Yeah. And then you don't end up finishing till about 11 o'clock, and people have work in the morning. So it's yeah. So that would be my my 5th change.
Brilliant. I mean,
and then that was quite.
I think all really good points. To be fair, if anyone has any other points, please comment. Let us know because there are so many. I can imagine.
And if you disagree with any of our points, let us have it. Tell us why we're wrong.
Fight you.
Yeah. Tell us.
Luke will fight you.
I won't fight you. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay. We'll find someone to fight you.
We'll find one person who can fight you.
Gabe will
fight them. Right. So, should we discuss what we're playing this week?
Yes. I am doing a very bare bones, funny. So, like I've mentioned, I am slowly making an Iron Warriors list. I say slowly; it's actually coming along.
Yeah, you're doing.
So I'm just taking Grey Shame, Cataphractic Terminators with Breaches as Legionaries. I have a Greater Brass Scorpion. Just look at it.
Which is beautiful. It's a beautiful model.
I have my Resin Perturabo Demon Primarch model as Vashdor. So he is on the same base. Leviathan Dreadnought from Legends. So we've got 2 Legends things in there. Some brand new Vindicators that we can't wait to use. So it's just a fun list. I do believe I'm playing these Salamanders today. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what about you?
I have Space Wolves, I think. I'm playing Danny, so he either brings Space Wolves or Necrons.
Or GST Cool.
Yeah, I think he has 1,000 points of GSC, though. He doesn't have that much. Worst army in the game, by the way. Actually, my 6, get rid of GST Cool. Fucking bin it.
Combine them with Tyranids.
No, just bin it, the shit.
Oh, well, they're not going to do that.
They're all test squads. Right.
But anyway.
So I think I've got either Space Wolves or Necrons. I can actually see him playing Necrons.
You might no,
because
he's got Logan Grimnar.
Oh, does he got Grimnar?
Well, he's definitely got it by now. Yeah.
Oh god! Oh yeah, so you'll be playing Saga of the Great Wolf then. Mm-hmm. So I'm just doing drop pods again. Been enjoying it. I might make a change
Titanfall
next week, but I've been proper just enjoying dropping through Redemptor Dreadnoughts. It's been so fun.
So funny.
So we're doing that. I think they're the only games we're playing today. We've actually got some guys coming down playing Warcry at the club. which is fun. So yeah, and then there's a couple of people playing Magic as well.
Oh, yeah.
Warcry is like the kill team equivalent of Age of Sigmar.
Oh, cool! Oh, brilliant! Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Cool. Right. So, could you do all the normal pleasantries that we always ask you to do? Like, comment, subscribes.
You see, I think you're going to say survive then.
Survive.
Like, comment, and survive.
You survive till next week. It's okay. The world's not that tough. And if you've got any friends you think would like the podcast, please show it to them. We'll just try and make it better every week and keep it going.
Like, comment, and survive.
Like, comment, survive. It's like going to be the new thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Right. In a bit, guys. Bye.
See you later.